Standard. Gen Z second anniversary protest anxiety is what the headline is. As the country braces for tomorrow's anniversary protests, fear, suspicion, and political posturing have gripped the nation. From State House to church pulpits, businesses, and border stages, anxiety is mounting over what would unfold on a day meant to honor victims of the 2024 Gen Z uprising. Even as President Ruto's administration promises compensation for families of those killed and assures citizens of their right to protest, warnings from top security officials, claims of planned disruption, and deep mistrust among activists have heightened tensions. So the gentleman that you see there, His Excellency the President, IG of Police Douglas Kanja, CS Interior Kipchumba Murkomen, and Deputy President Kithure Kindiki on the page there. And of course, what's in that motif? Folks who are holding up the flag of Kenya. So what it looks like this morning on the headline. You want to look into, because we're going to be talking about a lot of these things today.
Yeah.
And the questions are to stay home or not, to close your business or not, to come out to commemorate or not. C'est la question that everybody's asking at this point. So what do you do, and what do freedoms actually guarantee?
Yep.
We'll look into that. You want to look into the other pages, Aseto?
Yep. So let's look at page 2.
So I did this on purpose.
Yes. Let me tell you. Have you ever seen a cat that has been rained on?
Yes, in fact.
How humble it gets.
Kabisa,
right?
Meow.
Listen. Yeah. My dad would tell you, hey, puss. Have your omena. Hey. Remorseful Duale spared jail, warned against more defiance. Health Cabinet Secretary presents himself to court and apologizes to the judiciary. Kumbe they can apologize. High Court found him guilty of defying orders to stop construction of Ebola facility. Let me tell you something.
Yes.
He knew exactly what the court had said. He chose not to respect what the court had directed and proceeded with the construction against what? Court orders. Court orders, Arangoa, is the law.
Yes.
I think that judge was nice. There's a reason why I'm not a judge. Because there is no explanation. The court has spoken. You've chosen not to. But I spent 15 months in jail.
Yeah, that was the ask.
Spend 15 months.
That was the prayer for 15 months, right?
Yeah, just spend 15 times in jail.
And first of all, just step away from office. Should have resigned or been sacked immediately.
Do you reckon that he saw the seriousness of the court and that is why he asked for forgiveness?
I mean,
the court seemed that they were going to be quite don't play with us.
I think the Constitution won yesterday. The Constitution is supreme, and that's what we keep saying every day. No one is above the law. A Constitution is ours, and it guides every policy, every contractual agreement we have. So I think he realized that his attempt, which has been the custom of the regime, to suspend the Constitution, we're not going to hold. And I appreciate what the courts did. I really appreciate the winning. This is a win for our Constitution. The rule of law, this is what it is. However, I think it should have gone a bit further and have him step away from office. This is not the first time, especially him, CS Ndwale, because has violated our Constitution. Because,
look, yes, exactly, that's the point. Because at the end of the day, this man swore to protect the Constitution, right? At the point where you disrespect court orders, that is you going against the Constitution. Yes. The judge did an amazing job, but if it were me sitting there, I am sorry.
Yeah.
Ndio iwe funzo kwa wengine wenye tabia kama yako, for you to be an example to others with the same behavior. Bwana 15 months. You know what that has done? You spend 15 months, that means you can never ever run for any public office because you've spent time more than 6 months. You get.
Yes. And then you ask, if the courts found him guilty, because he was found guilty, how did the appointing authority not find him guilty of the same and fire him on that basis?
Was the appointing authority aware?
Oh.
The appointing authority
should have spoken Kitambo.
This is the cookie jar. The appointing authority is inside the jar.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's appointing authority who said, I agreed for those people to come in. Appointing authority as well in that court. Find them all.
Please, yes.
Tuangalia stories zingine.
Oh, so now that you're okay. You're happy.
But yeah.
Okay, so and actually on the bottom of that page is yet another story about conflicting court orders, and the EABL is actually seeking Chief Justice Martha Kome's intervention over conflicting court orders. That's interesting because this is between the Diageo stake in the brewer to Asahi Group Holdings of Japan. So they've got a little bit of confusion amongst what's going on there. So they've said, excuse me, CJ, step in here. Experts call for dialogue on food and water safety. They're saying that, the only way that we can actually do this is to talk about it and gain an understanding of what we need to do.
Yeah.
So research points to dangerously high levels of arsenic, chromium, and nickel in the lake. What lake are we talking about here is Lake Nakuru. We had looked at this story earlier in the week, but they're saying, you know what, we actually need to talk about this, because if we are ingesting the product from this lake, over time, it doesn't show up today.
It becomes
over time, it becomes carcinogenic. And they're saying, could this point to the high levels? Because again, if you want to look at how health experts have mapped the country in terms of the non-communicable diseases, you will find that over time there's some spots whereby you have levels of cancer rising, and now experts are saying, can we make the connect between the two? Can we deal with this water source first of all? And then now we can see that you'll probably see a reduction over time again. But if we don't talk about it, we're not going to be able to solve the problem.
I think this should be like a matter of urgency and emergency on the part of government. Why? Because remember, this is a water body in a country where water is scarce and people depend on that water. So if that's the case, then what are they doing to reverse? Because the lake was never like this.
No.
It's because of human... What?
Yeah, it's
participation. It's a human problem.
Yeah.
So it can be fixed. So what's the government doing about it? Because you're denying people of Nakuru economic viability. You are denying them water access. Is that okay? No.
It is not.
And I think there's a feature that was done last week. The water levels have gone so high. Some people have had to move because, we are Kenyans. We encroach on any riparian arable land. So there are some houses that have been converted to fish ponds, in a manner of speaking. And now the residents were arguing, why are you coming to stop me from fishing when I'm still in my farm? It is the water that has come to me. And it has come with the fish.
God, I love that argument.
So I'm fishing in my farm. What's the problem?
Now, but the other issue is the one that you raised, the toxicity levels. We all agree they've been caused by the human activity because of the surrounding farms, commercial farms. It has been established how they spill the chemicals into the water. They drain them into the water. And now that interferes with the water quality. Then we go fishing, we want the fish. They want to stop the people from fishing and eating the fish instead of dealing with the root cause of the problem.
Thank you.
As oftentimes, we say we are going to Mombasa, 7,000 teachers. We are going to talk about and say, you are not dealing with the root cause of the problem. You're saying that you are not dealing with the root cause that's in the flooding areas. You're not dealing with that. When are we going? Take a problem. Pick anyone that you're dealing with today. You are actually dealing with the symptoms.
Yes.
You are saying, let's apply symptoms. Let's drink Panadol. Let's keep warm. Let's get a hot water bottle and put on the area. You are not dealing with the bacteria. You're not dealing with the virus. Until we start to deal with the virus, bacteria, we will continue with these issues. People will still have fish in their farms, and then they'll be arrested, and you're not saying, come on, what are you actually doing?
This my title did. What you saying, man?
So, but I think the issue of food safety and water safety is a conversation we need to continue having.
We should.
I hear Lake Baringo is about to join with what's the adjacent lake, because the water levels have risen so high. And one is a freshwater lake, the other one is not. So if they're just a few meters now, I think by today, you should get an update on that. So that's another...
Twin rivers. You're about to have twin rivers. You know how there's a... which country is it where
It's Baringo and Bogoria.
Yes.
Yeah.
The other one is Bogoria. Yes.
Bwana Bogoria, we used to chemusha mayai.
Now sasa utaletewa chumvi.
You see, like at the...
Mama? Ya mayai.
Yes.
Bwana sasa.
Yes. You were talking of the Atlantic and the Indian Ocean.
Yes, where they
South
meet,
Africa,
but they don't mix. Yes.
So something like that.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay.